Now, we might only be halfway through the show, but I could really do with something to take the edge off.
Really?
Yeah, I think I need something.
Okay, well, funny enough, Krissy Gibson from Take the Cake Dublin is whipping us up some classic Christmas eggnog. I'm going to help her at the end. Yeah, when the...
Oh, you're going to get involved?
Yeah.
That's all right. That's all right.
Good woman.
All right, Krissy, eggnog.
So this is it, and I tell you, I know that you guys haven't had it before.
Never.
So I'm actually really excited. It feels like such a privilege to be making this for you guys today.
But is that not also a pressure? Because this is what we're going to base everything on in the future.
Oh, I know. No pressure, right?
No.
Well, one of the things that I'm glad about is that I'm making it for you as opposed to you buying it in a store, because let me tell you, it is a completely different product when you buy it in the store. There is an eggnog flavor that you might have tasted in, say, a coffee shop.
Okay.
Okay? That's actually not what eggnog tastes like.
Oh, really?
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful holiday drink. And yes, it is a drink that you drink chilled, although it is nice heated in your coffee. I tend to have my coffee with eggnog in the mornings around Christmas. But I do make this for my family every year, and they love it. It's always a treat. Whenever I say I'm making eggnog, my daughter goes, ooh, ooh, ooh. So it takes a little time, but it is so simple, okay? We're going to start, and it's all on the hob. We're going to start with 110 grams of white sugar. You can use caster or granulated. And we're going to add, obviously, eggs, which gives it its name. Now, the nog part comes from the alcohol that we're going to be adding.
Okay.
Now, we're going to add 6 eggs. So what I like to do first is beat them in a bowl, and then I add them. Now, I do recommend using low heat. The thing is that you want to stay and whisk this, and you'll find that as it gets warmer, you're going to need to whisk it more. But before you turn the heat on, before I turn that on, I should have done this. You're going to add 500 mils of full-fat milk.
Okay.
Okay? Now, the other thing that you need, which I don't intend to make this tricky for you, but you want a thermometer. I got this years ago in a famous coffee chain that we all know and love, and mine's in Fahrenheit. You want to bring it up to 63 degrees Celsius.
Okay.
And so if you've got a thermometer, or if you buy a thermometer that's in Fahrenheit, you're going up to 145.
Okay.
The purpose of this is to make sure that our eggs are safe. And if you're buying fresh eggs, chances are they are, but let's just be safe. It also will thicken up our eggnog a little bit, which is nice. Okay. Now,
there's a bit of minding needed on
There's
this.
a bit of minding. Now, right now it's cold, so I'm not too concerned. I'm going to turn up the heat a little bit. As it gets warmer, you're going to see that it starts to steam. Now, once it starts to steam, that's when you want to sort of babysit your eggnog a little bit.
Right.
And this is something that kids do love helping out with, because, you know, they can whisk and they can help mom or dad.
Can you make non-alcoholic eggnog?
Yeah, so I
Is that just an
don't
egg?
drink, so I'm going to have mine without the alcohol today, but boys and girls, you're going to choose between, it's traditionally served with either bourbon, a light rum, or brandy. Okay? And if you feel like living dangerously, you can have all 3, or 2 out of 3. But
Might go 2 out of 3.
those are typically what you'll have eggnog with. Okay? Now,
where's Geraldine? We need taxis. We're going to need taxis.
exactly.
You're very funny today.
Now, we're going to bring this up to 63 degrees Celsius, and plan on staying here at least 10 minutes, depending upon how high you have your heat. If you find that the heat spikes, either turn your heat down or just scoot it off the heat for a minute, okay? You want to go slow.
Yeah.
And then once it starts to steam, take it off the heat, and we're going to add 500 mils of cream, heavy whipping cream.
Okay.
Okay? So this is not for the lactose intolerant.
No. No,
Now,
not quite.
what makes this special, though, are the flavorings and spices that you add. We're using pure vanilla extract, 10 mils, which is kind of a lot. It's 2 teaspoons. So here's 5, and here's 10. All right? And then 2 spices.
Go on.
The thing is, you only need a 1/4 teaspoon of each, all right? And if you don't happen to have a 1/4 teaspoon measure at home with the imperial measurements, don't bother trying to weigh it, because it's not even going to be a gram.
No.
We're doing a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, and we're doing a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. All
You
right.
see the flavors of Christmas.
Oh, it's just beautiful. Now, you can serve this. You do want to serve it chilled with maybe some whipped cream on top, some grated nutmeg, maybe some cinnamon on top. But here we have our eggnog. Now our job is to chill it. Now, Brooke, if I could get you to volunteer.
Get to work. You see? Here you go.
We're going to get this ready to chill before we serve you up. Get you good and toasty before
Yes,
you drive
chef,
out
what
of here.
do you
Mark.
need?
Now, I'd like you to just hold on to that with one hand.
Yes.
And hold on to
Somehow.
this with the other hand. Oh, I should mention. Let's say your heat spikes and you find
Scrambled
that,
egg.
Yeah.
Horrendous.
It happened.
What do you
No,
do?
it happened once in our house and it traumatized one of my kids. So don't panic, okay? If that happens,
Use a.
okay.
Won't
right.
destroy the flavor.
and no, it's okay. You know, you don't want to throw away all that cream and all those eggs. So just pour it through here before you funnel it, okay?
Okay.
Now,
Okay. We've
because
only got
our
a minute.
eggnog
Only a minute, so we need to
Okay,
taste
because our
this.
eggnog is done, we're going to go ahead and pour it in. And actually, we can skip this part and just go straight to service because.
You see?
No, she's talking.
You're off the hook.
There we go.
You're off the hook.
So when you serve your eggnog, you want it in.
Now, can we put that in the fridge to chill, even when it's hot or warm? Do we have to let it cool and then?
No. You let it cool in the fridge. You put it in your container. You stick it in the fridge.
Okay.
You want to put it in there overnight or at least for a few hours. Okay.
Okay.
Now, young lady.
Yes.
Are you having brandy?
So at this
bourbon,
stage-
or rum?
Whiskey's my best friend, but I think I should try the whiskey and brandy. Is that a bad idea?
Well,
We said
go,
two
for
out
it,
of
go
three.
for it, girl. Go
Are
for
you
it, girl.
having a single or a double?
Single.
If you're doing whiskey and brandy, I'll give you a single of each.
Okay.
Okay.
You're
So
funny.
So we're doing
Could be a disaster.
we're doing Irish whiskey and brandy. You said?
Maybe
That's a
just
lot
one.
of whiskey. She still has half a show to do.
I think
we're
I'd
single.
have that.
You notice how I have the eggnog in this container here? It's
Yeah.
because I can shake it.
Okay.
It's closed, and you want to be able to shake it or stir it really well before you serve it.
Okay.
Here is yours. I'm
so-
gonna top it off with just a tad of freshly grated nutmeg, and I know we're almost out of time. So Martin, let me get you yours. Okay, here's yours,
Okay.
Brooke.
This is. I'm going to give you
Martin?
an honest reaction.
I'll go with the rum then. Yeah.
Rum, good
Well,
man.
no, we'll go brandy. Go brandy.
Go brandy.
Go on,
Okay.
go
It's
More
brandy.
Christmassy.
Yes.
I think
This.
I'll.
Will I wait on you? I don't think we have time. I'm gonna have to do
kind
it.
of, we're almost out.
You better drink up. All right,
Okay.
Martin, here you go.
Do you know what? I think we're actually going to taste after the break because we want to give it an honest
Give it,
reaction.
yeah, give
Okay.
it,
Is
give
that
it.
okay?
I'll be here.
Okay. All right. All right.
No, and we can't tell you how great it
It looks
tastes yet,
great.
but the full recipe details are up on our website, and you can find more from Krissy on Instagram at Take the Cake Dublin.